Crotchety old man next door harasses me to my breaking point, so I got my revenge. My neighbor Greg has run multiple families out of our neighborhood over the past 10 years. I'm talking full-on harassment, calling the cops for every tiny thing. Your trash can is 2 inches over the property line, cops called. Your kid's bike is on the sidewalk, cops called. One time he called the police because my grass was literally 1 inch too tall. 1 inch. I've lived here for 9 years, and for the first 7 years, this man made my life hell. But I always tried to be the bigger person, ignored his complaints, smiled and waved when I saw him, kept my yard perfect, basically did everything I could to not give him a reason to mess with me. That all changed 2 years ago. I came home from work one day and noticed something weird on his back deck. He'd installed the security camera on his privacy fence, and it was pointed directly into my backyard. Not at his yard, not at his house, straight into my yard where I hang out with my dogs. I walked over and knocked on his door, asked him nicely if he could adjust the camera because it was filming my private space. He opened the door halfway and just stared at me with a smug look on his face. Then he goes, "It's my property and I can point my camera wherever I want." I tried to stay calm. I explained that it made me uncomfortable and that my dogs play back there. That's when he said the thing that made me snap. He looks me dead in the eye and says, "Those dogs better stay on your side of the fence or I'll shoot them." I got them registered as nuisances with the city. My dogs are sweet. They bark maybe twice a week. They're never outside alone, and they're always either on a leash or in the fenced backyard with me watching them. This man just threatened to kill my dogs for no reason. I went back inside shaking. Not from fear, from pure rage. I dealt with this guy's crap for 7 years and I was done. Game on, Greg. I sat down at my computer and opened like 20 tabs. Then I spent the next 5 hours signing his address up for every spam mailing list I could find. The Satanic Temple, Mormon Missionaries, Jehovah's Witnesses, Playboy magazine, about 15 different porn magazines. Those free sample companies that send you junk for weeks, political campaigns, Scientology, literally anything I could think of that would freak out an old religious couple. I was typing his address so many times my fingers cramped, but that wasn't enough. I found this website that ships anonymous packages of elephant poop, 5 pounds of it. I paid extra for rush delivery. 3 days later, I happened to have the day off work. It was July in Missouri, like 95 degrees with crazy humidity. I'm sitting on my couch when I see the mail truck pull up. The mail carrier gets out and opens the back. Then I watch her pick up this box and immediately hold it away from her body like it's going to explode. She speed walks to Greg's porch, basically throws the package at his door, and practically runs back to her truck. I felt a little bad that she had to have elephant crap in her truck during a heat wave, but that was a sacrifice I was willing to make. I stepped out into my carport to pretend I was checking my mailbox. That's when I heard Greg's front door open. Then I heard him yell, "What the hell is that smell?" His wife screamed. It was the most beautiful sound I'd ever heard, but I still wasn't done. I went to Walmart and bought this sheet of corrugated metal about 3 feet by 2 feet, some wooden letters, black spray paint, and construction glue. That night at 11 p.m., I set up my little craft station in my carport. My carport is maybe 10 feet from his bedroom wall. I know this because all the houses on our street have the same layout, so I know exactly where his master bedroom is. I pulled out my phone, connected it to my portable speaker, and blasted Avatar at full volume. That's this Swedish metal band with like screaming vocals and heavy guitars. Pointed the speaker right at his wall. I'm out there spray painting these letters, gluing them onto the metal sheet, just vibing to death metal at maximum volume at 11 at night. About 20 minutes in, I see headlights coming down the street, cop car. I immediately shut off my music, turned off my work light, and went inside. The cop drives up, sits there for a minute looking at both houses, then just drives away. There's no noise when he gets there, so there's no noise complaint to investigate. I waited 20 minutes, then went back outside and turned the music back on. By 1 a.m., my sign was done. It said, "Fuck off," in big black letters. I hung it from this old swing set frame in my backyard and angled it directly at his stupid camera. The next night, I decided to deal with the camera situation once and for all. I waited until 1 in the morning, then I went outside in nothing but my underwear. I'm a bigger woman, okay? I'm talking standing there in my panties with everything else just out there. I walked to the middle of my backyard and just stared directly at his camera for 15 minutes. Didn't move, didn't blink, just stood there half naked staring at this camera like I was possessed. I figured if Greg wanted to be a creepy pervert and film my backyard, he could enjoy the view of my fat ass under the motion sensor light. The next morning, the camera was gone, just gone. He took the whole thing down. And you know what? I haven't heard a single word from Greg in 2 years. No cops showing up, no complaints, nothing. He doesn't even look at me when I'm outside. My dogs play in the backyard every day, and that man has never said another word about them.